Mm. Oh, Beamer. Oh, how you been, man? Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mm.
So, Bill,
Yeah, yeah.
what's the new right now?
I got no plus.
You got
You
no
got no
what?
PlayStation Plus?
Nope, I ran out today.
Nice. That sucks.
Um, so you can't play any of your games?
Nope.
You know, that's what I don't like. You know, I've bought a lot of games, and you have to have PlayStation Plus in order to play all of them. Like even
No,
farming,
there's some out there that you don't need PlayStation Plus with.
even farming though, you have to have PlayStation Plus.
Oh, farming, yes.
And you can play off on career, but it still tells you you can't play this game, and it locks. Like if my PlayStation Plus expired on Christmas, and I didn't get a chance to put it on until like Christmas morning because I didn't feel like it. Um, was it the all of my games, everything was locked. I couldn't even play on farming or nothing last year. Made sure I have it. It's good until 23 next, so I ain't got to worry about it.
I feel you too. The only game I know you don't need PlayStation Plus with is, oh god, what was it? Warframe.
Warframe fucking sucks, dick.
Never played it. I've seen the previews. I've watched people play it, and I've just never played it.
And Neverwinter is the other one you don't need PlayStation Plus with.
The what?
Neverwinter.
Never Winter.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons game.
Mm,
You
okay.
create your own character, a mage, warlock, many different characters. It's actually pretty fun.
All right, let me ask you this: how much would you spend on a set of tires on your vehicle?
Depending on the tires.
All right. What do you own for your vehicle?
I have a 2011 GMC Sierra.
Okay. All right. So what do you put in
So
tires?
it
All right.
depends on the tires. You can get thin wall, you can get low profiles, you get big lugs. Depends on what you want.
Is it four-wheel drive?
All-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. Yep.
What do you got on yours?
I got 275, 75 R17s.
Oh, okay. So
They're good snow tires.
your tire profile is a what? 26 inch? So
Somewhere around there, yeah.
who did you go by?
The BG Goodrich.
Oh, you went BF Goodrich?
Yep.
So BF Goodrich, right?
Yep.
You went with the BF Goodrich AT3s or AT2s?
82s.
You went with the AT2s?
Yep.
How do you like them?
I love them.
See, how much did you pay for them now?
500 for all four.
Yeah, I'm getting fucked. I'm gonna have to spend $1,500 for that same set of tires. You know why?
Why?
I have a
Mind
two.
you, now
Okay. Buck and a quarter each, roughly. Buck and a half, buck and a quarter.
Give or take. But taxi came to like, it was like 550 tax.
Well, I plan on buying some brand new tires for my truck. You know, I don't really drive my truck because I'm always in the company vehicle. But when I want to go somewhere, I want to go somewhere. You know?
You got anything done to your truck or no?
Nope.
100% stuff?
No. It's got an LED light package on it. It's got an upgrade towing package on it, which is dealer installed. So I
Okay,
guess.
let's rephrase that. Any performance?
I put new spark plugs in. I put new coil no, nothing. Stock. All right, it's stock. I was gonna say I put a new blower motor in it yesterday.
That's just a fan. Doesn't matter.
So, and I got a upgraded super quiet one, and man, I'll tell you what, this thing fucking is so goddamn quiet thing.
You probably like the sound of my truck.
Well, all right, so the BF Goodrich AT3s for me is going to cost me $1,500. I have a 275 60R 20-inch rim by 10.5. So I have
So you got the bigger rim. That's why it's being more, because you got the bigger rim.
yeah, I got a 10.5-inch rim. So yeah.
It's because you're running 20s, so they're going to charge you more for the 20s.
Oh yeah.
If you had like 17s, it'd be less. Maybe
Oh.
$1,000.
Oh yeah, even the guy told me, he goes, dude, them Dodges aren't fucking cheap. I go, okay.
Just throw it in the goddamn ditch, burn it to the ground, fuck it.
Hey, don't be hating on my Dodge, man. I've drove Dodge my entire life.
I had a 3/4 ton Chevy before I had my half ton. I was just shy of 1,000,000 kilometers when I sold the fucker, and I got $3,000 for it.
Alright, so I bought, my mom, alright, so my grandpa bought a 1994 Dodge Ram 2500, brand new in 94. Single cab, basic. He drove it up until I was 15 years old. I turned 15, he goes, here's your keys. Well, he had also had a Chevy truck. This was his in-town driving truck. You know, this is where he would go. He would just drive this truck to and from the store to the hardware store, you know. And, you know, he would drive that one in town. Then he had a nice truck that towed the camper. He had a 350. He went and bought a Ford F-350, Super Duty. It had the first Triton 10 V10 motor in it. Back in 2010, I think he had it. I think it was. I don't remember exactly, but and you know, he drove both, and he kept the miles off that one by driving this one. When I got it, it had like 200,000 miles on it. Okay, and we've gone, and that one towed the boat everywhere and anywhere, and we've been into every state from here to the Atlantic Ocean except for Florida. And you know, we've gone fishing all over the places. It towed we put, you know, tents and stuff in there. It towed the pop-up camper. Now my grandpa bought a 38-foot holiday trailer, yeah. Yeah, and he had an F-350 dually, you know, and it was a very fancy rig. He on his truck, he had a 150 gallon. He also did hot shotting too. So he was hot shot. He went into the hot shot after he retired, and then he was using the Ford for that because he got some kind of a damn good deal, you know. Well, anyways, I had my Dodge, and when I sold it this August, it had 437,000 miles on that truck. And it was running strong as fuck in the middle of winter. Dude, I left that thing sit from February to July before I even touched it. Fired right up. Now, the only problem I had after I started driving, there was rust on the calipers. So I had and then I was driving it, and then, what was it? Somehow I went and picked up 2 loads of concrete skid, and I think I broke the leaf spring. Yeah, I put 2 loads of concrete, 2 full pallets of concrete in the bed of the truck. And it still didn't max out the spring. You know? So, and, man, it towed that thing like, you know, it's sluggish. It was a little slow. It had the 5.9. It had the 5.9 Magnum motor in it. So, you know, that thing fucking sounded mean as shit. Fucking, you know, I could have put a gooseneck in it and hot shot it with that truck. And I'd still trust it. The front frame was starting to rot out though. It had the Dodge Death Shake, but nothing would come off that truck. Nothing. The dude's driving it right now. It's his daily driver. So, he said he's already had to back and forth to Tennessee twice. He said he had to put a new radiator in it because he didn't trust the radiator that I had in it because it had the Dodge warped radiator. You know, the one that in those Dodges where the top of the radiator cap would swell up. Yeah. Yep, it had that. You know, I had that probably, what is it, the last 6 years that I owned that truck. That radiator swelled up on me one winter. And it unthawed and didn't crack or break or anything. And it stayed like that the rest of its... It's been like 7 years with a swollen radiator top. You know, so, and it was still running perfectly fine. I put like 200,000 miles on that thing without having to ever put anything into that truck. Now, I gotta say, I'm wrong. I am definitely wrong about putting stuff in. It fucking ate. Every year and a half, every 2 years, I'd have to put brakes and a right front caliper on that thing. Front brakes and a right front caliper. It ate calipers. They'd lasted a season. It was about every year and a half I'd have to put a brake caliper on that truck. Then the last time I put I went and got an all new spindle. I got a spindle, bearings, ball joints, tie rod end, everything. I redid that whole entire front end on it. It still had the fucking death wobble, man. All brand new, all brand fucking new suspension parts under the front end. Cause they had the fucking solid axle. You know, no, it had independent front suspension. But yeah, you know, other than that. You know, because I got sick of fucking dealing with shit, and then that's when the frame broke because I was fucking beating on it trying to get the sway bar link out, and I got it out, and the jack fucking went through the frame. Yeah, well, yeah, because I had a jack, and I had it jacked down to a trailer, and I had the frame down, and I was jacking it up, trying to do something, trying to push the fucking pin out of the for something, and where I had it jacked, it popped, slipped off the jack, fell down on a fucking something else, and pulled it right through the fucking frame, basically. So I broke the frame. Then it rotted out afterwards. It was my fault. But it was past the sway bar length, though, so it had no problem. It didn't affect how the truck stability was. It was right at the corner bend underneath the bumper. So, you know, and 450,000 mile truck, I got $1,700 out of it when I sold it. I was asking $2,000 for it, and I could have asked more, but I just wanted it gone. Unfortunately, because I got the company vehicle now that I'm driving. I have my truck. I've got 2 boats. You know, yeah, it was nice having both trucks. I could take both the boats out. You know, old truck on the John boat and new truck on the ski boat. And I just got kicked offline. But, you know, and then I have at my dad's on a car lift. I got a 1988 freaking Chevy Monte Carlo SS, pushes 738 horsepower. So that eventually will come home when I get a garage. It's been garage kept its entire life. You're not going to believe how many miles are on that car. The original. Now, okay, there's probably 137, probably 100,000 miles on it now. Yeah, about 104,000 miles on that car, if that. When I got it from my mom, and bought it in '88, and it was garage kept until my mom and dad separated until '95. And then he kept the car, and just recently, because it was his and hers, so it's his car, but he just recently just said, here's the title. I'm keeping the car here to make it look like it's still mine, but it's your car. So that way because that's the car my mom and him bought when they first got together or something like that, and then, yeah.
Now, the girl I just met, she's coming up to Canada here in the next couple days. And then she said for a gift for me, she's going out to buy me a brand new fucking vehicle of my choice.
Damn, she's that loaded?
She's a YouTuber. She's got over 1.6 million views. Anything after 80,000
Yo,
is a no.
convince her to get you a 4-wheeler, then you can give me one.
I already got a fucking 4-wheel.
So what? You can give me your old one and get a new one.
Fuck that, I'm not giving my 11. It's the last year they made the long box.
Oh, they suck. Really? No, get her to go buy you. Get her to buy you a car and a Grizzly 400.
I've got a race car in those. It's a 1050cc with 450 pounds of torque.
Yeah, that's fantastic, but that's just fucking.
I'm getting a car.
You get a car and get a 4-wheeler, and then I'll buy the 4-wheeler off you for like $4,000. Why? It's a fucking hell of a deal. Yeah. The one I'm looking at is like 16.9. Grizzly 600.
No, I'm going with the Can-Am Renegade 1000 XMR.
Either that or the same one that Flair got. You ever watch?
The car I'm gonna get, it's gonna cost me like 250 grand.
What are you getting?
I'm getting the brand new Resurrection Chevy Camaro. 1100 horsepower, 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
That tops the Demon.
Yeah,
Demon comes in and the Demon comes in at 910.
Then there's the Exodus. The Exodus is 1,000 foot-pounds of torque and 900
Wait, that is it a side by side or is it an actual four wheeler? Center drive or is it steering wheel? Yeah. Yeah, your car. No, the fucking four wheeler. Oh, okay. Why you got that much? Why is it like 450 horsepower though? You said 450. Oh, yeah, fucking still. Well, it's a racing quad. Well, anyways, I want one that I can run on the trails so I can take it out deer hunting and shit. Oh, that's old, dude. That's overkill. Like I don't like a Grizzly 400 would just be. Dude, a Grizzly 400 would just be meant for me, you know. I'd be alright.
That's why I'm going with the freaking Renegade next.
Okay.
That thing's made for fucking mud.
Yeah, well, small four wheeler. That way I could get to the backwoods of the properties and through some shit that I don't have to worry about cutting trees down or fucking it up too.